This
So,
conference will now be recorded.
okay. So, coming to the EWM technical, what we required or is little bit uh, not more than this. It is the things which we do day to day activity. Yeah, we are going more deeper in that. That's fine. But I hope that okay, if you know all these things, you should not be worried and you should not be having any problem to manage your EWM technical things. Okay. So coming to this things, what we do that okay, there is certain concept in ABAP which will help you to understand okay, okay, to how to move further. Okay, so to understand and to understand the concept or in EWM there is little bit difference, but yeah, but it is more similar to ABAP. So it's, if you knowing the some concept from ABAP, it will be easy to you to understand. Okay. So first we will try to understand what are the ABAP dictionaries objects are there. So ABAP dictionary is nothing but I am hoping that you people are already in the EWM space or functional space, so you are knowing that. But let's we will discuss not more, but at least on the visibility that how we are doing or how technical person are doing or what information you should provide the technical person when you are asking to create a table or do the customization and all. So this dictionary things will be we will cover. Then we will move to the internal table. This internal table is nothing but we will try to uh, when we're writing the program, this is the main temporary table which will hold our data and all. So when we are discussing with your technical person, you can give more clarity. Okay, how to write how to write the logic that will help them to okay. I how to build their logic. So that will help them, and you can explain better way that how we can do that. Little bit we will discuss about basics. Okay, what are the things required to in EWM space which will help you, like there is some classes, there are some concept required that will help you to understand the ABAP or EWM code. When you go to the EWM code, it is not normal way in the ABAP coding, there is little bit difference. It is following the oops concept, not the normal ABAP coding concept. So if you go to that, there is little bit oops concept is there, so we can follow that concept, and it will be easy to understand okay, what are the code we have written and how we can like understand the code or how we can ask them to write the code. So this is the thing. So and we will learn ALV, because why we will I am here ALV, because even EWM space also we require report, but not only there, because when you are doing the dash monitor or there, when you are adding the field, dash is monitor is nothing but where you have already ALV things. So if you want to expand that dash, or you want to add new column or delete some column and all, it's a basically ALV concept only. So if you are knowing that ALV, it's little bit familiar with us to okay, how to handle it. So that we will learn. Function module is the key, or like it is a lot of function module are available in EWM space, and how to design and how to know that we should learn it, that then it will be helpful. So these all under come under the ABAP basic stuff. So you will not tell know that okay, ABAP basic stuff. Then we will try to move technical architecture in EWM side. Okay, so we will know that okay, what are the technical architecture involved in EWM, particular in EWM space. Okay, so that will help everyone to understand the EWM side, what are the technical things are available. Then we will go with framework. In if we go to EWM, there is little bit framework is available, that is PPF, RF, warehouse monitor, and we will do EEW, like Easy Enhancement Workbench. I'm aware that you people have aware of this, but yeah, these few things we will try to use. Then we will try to learn what are the table classes and function module is especially available for, like if it is related to delivery, or it is related to warehouse task, or if it is related to like inbound, outbound. So directly table information which we can at least we know that okay, the value of this table or like these things we have available in this table, so we will go in that. Okay, suppose if I want to debug any function module, or even any RF or any PPF activity. So where I need to put the breakpoint, we should have uh, some point where I can put the breakpoint and move further. Otherwise, I will completely blank where I need to put the breakpoint. So there is some classes, function module is available for that. If you put the breakpoint, immediately it will trigger the breakpoint, and then you can ask you or you ask your developer also to check that okay, what are the things are there. Then we will try to learn baddie enhancement, that is basically related to PPF. So we will try to learn that okay, what are the baddie involved in PPF things, or how we can implement that baddie for PPF activity. Like suppose if I want to trigger Adobe forms and all, so that we can do that. My personal feeling that the reason I ask you that question is because if you are trying to learn how to design Adobe form, it not your task, because if you try to learn full Adobe form, it will take a lot of time to understand the Adobe form designing and all. But if you know that okay, how to trigger the Adobe form, or how to what the use of Adobe form, or like what are the transaction code related to Adobe form, which I can share, that is more enough for functional. But yeah, if I want to design Adobe form, writing the code Adobe form, and developing the Adobe form is a complete separate chapter. So that particular technical person should know that okay, suppose you are telling them I want Adobe form which have okay, these many delivery in this form, these many details in the form, and then display in the form. So to designing, writing the logic is a different step. But for as a functional, we what we should know that okay, how to trigger that, and what are the things required to adopt form, what are the T code required from that, where I can go and check the logic for that. Okay, where we can, in which interface the logic is written for adopt form, so that we can do that. Okay, then coming to that, we will try to learn QRFC, which is very important in that. Okay, in EWM space. So we will try to learn that. And then the main concept, debugging the queue. Debugging the queue will help you. Okay, sometime what will happen that okay, there was queue stuck in the SMQ2 or something that, and we we need to debug that, where is the actual issue is there, to find out that okay. So we will try to understand how to debugging the queue. Then we will try to learn there is logging, like okay, if something error is coming and all that, where we need to report this logging concept, or if something is I want to capture in EWM as a message, how we can do that, that is logging concept. Then we will try to learn debugging is not debug. So that space was the QRFC debugging, but this is like a different debugging. Like in case, like if I want to debug PPF, if I want to debug RF, I want to dash anything. If I want to debug in EWM, how we can debug? There is a debugging also here is a different way. In ABAP, we are debugging /h and something that way. That also way can be debugged here. Here also, another way is also to debugging, because as I mentioned previously, there is separate class methods are available, so it will save you time to directly debug on that. So we have certain concept on debugging that we can do that. Okay, okay, then after that we have will run some interface, because sometimes we require integration with different system, and that there's some interface is required. There was some ad hoc concept is required to understand. Yeah, especially our, you should not be knowing that how we are designing the ad hoc, how we are doing that, but at least you should know that okay, on which scenario what ad hoc will trigger, where I need to go and check that. If ad hoc fail, where I need to report that. Okay, so that these concept is required for to understand that. Okay, any question, Akash and Akhil, that to understanding the course content, or you are feeling that something is you require and I'm not covering up there, so let me know that, so it is easy for me to create the content for you.
No, for me, it is okay. It looks like these are day-to-day activities like we've been doing, right? And we
Yeah,
are
yeah,
on the functional side, we are familiar with all these things. So looks like we are pretty much on the track.
yeah, yeah. That's good.
Mhm.
That's good. Because it will really help you on your day to day activity. Because if we are, as I mentioned, if you go that there is if you go and directly try to create a Adobe form, or try to create a full ALB report, that is not going to use for that, because what are the things required for that. But if you knowing the concept, you're knowing that how to design a logic, okay,
Right.
then you then your work will be easily handled. And in my like experience, I was
Mhm.
telling you that most of the EWM things, standard debugging is required. Why I was telling you that? Because if you need to provide the logic, almost 90% case SAP EWM has already written logic with that. But because if you want to, suppose if I want to create a RF, so RF already there is already if I go to RF, okay, so I want to develop new screen for that. So already design screen is there. So if I go to RF, there is already design screens are there. So we just need to copy that, and we need to debug and find that what are the logic are there. That if you are aware of that, okay, what are the logic are there, you just ask your technical, or you write your in your FL that, okay, so you should follow this. You should follow that. Okay, what are the function moduli required to get the warehouse number? What are the function moduli required to confirm the warehouse task? What are the function module required to create the delivery? So all the information is there. So that was there when we go to RF. So are you people are aware of that SPRO configuration of RF?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yes,
am
yes,
on
Salil. Yeah.
purely on implementation side, so configuration is not an issue.
Yeah, so anyway, that's we will see. So if you anyway, when you are doing the configuration, so you just might be my understanding is your function, is your technical is giving you function module, and you are assigning in the step level, correct?
True.
Yeah. So that we will know that, okay, what the value, okay, suppose let's assume you are created your RF. But are you people should know that, okay, suppose in my RF, if there is standard is not able to fulfill that criteria, what are the importing criteria or exporting criteria, that's the reason we use function module. So in this case, we know that RF have the functionality there, we can add the, okay, what is the importing criteria or exporting criteria. So it's all are the uh, day-to-day activity, and day-to-day, I was tell that, okay, the concept which we are using it. So nothing more theoretical parts. It's like we can understand, okay, what are the things is required to create, where I need to go and add it, okay. The rest of things, I believe that you people are already doing that, so I don't feel that I will go and explain that, okay, uh, in the normal training module, okay, okay, when about what is the use of ERP, when it is started, or okay, just give me 1 minute. And when EWM comes in the market, so okay, what is the EWM, what are the inbound, what is the outbound, I don't feel it is required, but I will try to cover. If it is required, then I will try to cover, but I don't feel it's that much required. But okay, what is inbound, what is outbound, what is warehouse task, uh, I feel that is not required, because for technical person it might be little bit understanding problem, because they don't know what is inbound, or they don't know what is outbound, or what is warehouse task, okay, and what is the different types of document which he is creating in the EWM space. So I don't feel that things is required. For you, if you're knowing the these concept of, particularly in ABAP technical or EWM technical, you are more aware, or more you can present yourself as a EWM technical or EWM techno functional. I will tell that you can present you have more knowledge of functional, I believe, so you can present yourself as a EWM techno functional in your organization, and you can do your day to day activities at a very easy manner, or nothing. I feel that it will take a lot of time. So that is for my side. Like any question, query, like we can discuss. We will going further. We will
Yeah, Salil.
discuss all this. Yeah,
Yeah, that
please.
is the intent, Salil. Like, we do not need an overview of like the basic process. I think we are already aware like how the basics work.
Yeah,
But
that's the
since
reason
that,
I was telling.
yeah,
Yeah, it should be like, see, if we go and we will try to start, okay, what was the inbound, what is outbound, it nothing related to you because you already know what is inbound, what is
yeah,
outbound, what is warehouse task, what is status. See, there is different type of status is involved. So if I will go and explain that, okay, what is the meaning of arrival at checkpoint, arrival, see, you are used to for that.
Right.
So you should
yes,
know the
yes,
basic
Salil.
concept of technical, okay, that okay, where I need to put the breakpoint, where I need to debug, where I need to find the
Yes,
baddie, where I need to design a RF. Okay, these things you require it,
yeah,
correct?
that is the
Because
intent.
not,
Yeah,
yeah, that already you knowing that. But that's the
yeah,
reason I asked you initially. If some technical person need the training, then they should go with long duration training because they should understand all the concept and then they need to do it and they need to practice more. For you, if you are knowing the concept also and you are know where to put the breakpoint, I feel that 50% your work is done. Because for me, if I'm working with any functional, if they are knowing that okay, where I need to put the breakpoint, because all the EWM consultant have more than because so you people directly come on EWM space, or previously you are in MM or some other module and then you come to EWM module. How was your things?
yeah. I've
So
worked on
MM and
both on
WM.
MM.
Sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
MMWM.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm saying. So you are well versed that. Okay, so you know that all these concepts because lot of EWM functional consultant are coming from MM background. So they know they have already MM or previous functional background. So that will not take more functional side. So what they are lacking, which we are saying that they see even the the problem I was telling that which we observe that, and for the small thing also they need to depend on technical that you should not do after this course, which I am feeling that suppose let's you are uh, doing the RF, okay, and suddenly you reported your hypercare or they reported there is some error is coming in that, okay, but people are stuck, they don't know where to debug, but it's a very normal process if we know that okay where they're stuck, and immediately within 5 minutes functional can itself solve the problem, but they don't know where to debug, so that the reason they stuck, and it's very small issue. Sometimes what happens, so suppose let's assume there is some TVRC entry they are maintaining, okay, and for based on that there is some error message is coming. So if you are not maintained by mistakenly, and then there was some error is coming, they are waiting for technical that they will debug and they will tell us. But if you know that okay, where I need to put the break, and you can go and check that okay, why this TVRC entry is not filling. Then you can go and do just if I know that okay, what is the normal select query, and if I'm able to see that okay, there is TVRC entry is missing, I can simply go and maintain the TVRC table and do that. For that, why to need to create a ticket for technical, or why need to ask technical to please check this? What is the issue?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
so generally, yeah. Go
Salil,
ahead.
you'll also be covering like let's say if you have to enhance the standard process in addition to all the frameworks. Let's say, for example, like there's a search sequence that we have, or maybe we have to add more criteria to the put away while we are searching
Mhm.
for the bins. So those kind of scenarios will be covering as well, right? To
Yeah.
enhance the
So you are
standards.
looking that when what you are looking, you are looking that when you are sorting that criteria, there's been sorting and all that they want, you want to do that type of scenario also.
Yeah, not only like PPF, RF, and warehouse monitor. Let's say standard process. There's some message, additional message we need to include, or maybe we need to enhance the standard process. Like I don't remember
Ah,
the
good,
exact
good.
scenario.
So that's fine. I don't feel you need to know that. When we go to these things, anything, so you itself you are knowing that how to add masses and all. So you will already knowing that in this concept itself, you will get to know how to add masses, or to suppose if I want to add my own customized messaging, how to do that and all. So you will that the reason I have put the basics that you will know that. So and that same concept we can use in EWM. We can do that anyway. I have added the logging mechanism. we will do that. There is something if you go to that, I'm aware that there is some sorting criteria for bin, correct?
Yes. So
Yeah. So there is already, if you want to do some change in this sorting sequence of bin and all, there is already baddie and all is available. If you want, see, if we can do, we see we can change the uh, 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 we can change the standard process, but already baddie is available. So once we know discussing that, we will discuss that, okay, what are the baddies are there. So you immediately know that, okay, what are the baddies. So you can, so that will not take more time to understand that. It will be there. Like suppose if I want to product master enhancement, correct?
yes, yes, product master. We have a like custom field over there. Let's say if we
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
enhance that, or yeah.
yeah. So that we can discuss the product master enhancement, we can discuss, okay. It is like here we can, anyway we can discuss it, but I'm adding that so it will be easy for you to understand. Here anyway we are going to discuss product master enhancement and all. So any process which we are discussing, we will discuss standard as well as customized. Suppose if I'm developing RF, so is already standard RF is there, correct? Now if I want to customize my RF, so how we can do that? This is my warehouse monitor. If I want to do any enhancement in my warehouse monitor, how to do that we can discuss. This is my PPF, how we can customize it. So we can, there is EW like busy enhancement work with, that is product master enhancement and all, how we can do that. So that we will discuss cus- custom and standard, so it will be easy to you people to understand.
Yeah, no, these things I understand. Like frameworks are the heavily enhanced in any EWM implementation. These are the most enhanced objects. But let's say for the inbound, like although I have not seen any custom implementations for the inbound on the T codes. Let's say for the inbound while creating the warehouse orders, or maybe on in the outbound while creating the warehouse orders, we have to include some a warehouse order creation rule that is not a part of the standard. If any customization, or maybe yeah, you were saying enhancing the body, what kind of code can be written, and where would we
That
enhance that?
will all, see, I was telling already, if you are trying to derivate that baddie, already if you want to derivate the standard process, baddie is available, okay.
Okay,
So
okay,
that
okay.
if you want to that, okay, so that logic and all, okay, see, logic and all, we will try to understand the concept and the codes and all. Logic and all, based on your requirement, it will change, okay. Because
Okay.
suppose if I want to do any process, if I want to process any change in, suppose I will, let's assume there is some TU status, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, but I want to do that. There is some validation is required to check that, okay, when TU status, because there is some table which TU status is filling. Okay, if my TU status is not properly filled, then what will happen? There's some integration will not trigger and not happen. So there is some enhancement is required to do that. Okay, so already we have baddie available for that. So what we know, so basically, if you ask as a technical consultant, I will tell you this EWM is three concept which you knowing that you are able to do that more things. First things that, okay, classes, where you need to put the big pointer. Second thing is function module, because all the things are related to function module, okay. Even for us also we need to debug that, because a lot of information is not available in EWM space currently, and there is thing debug, okay. So if you know these three concept, okay, the more on that, you we can do that, we can do that. So any functionality, if you want to do that, we can just, if we knowing that, okay, where I need to put the breakpoint and okay. One more thing is, do you, I will try to write some code for you, but are you people are interesting to writing the code also? That's the reason I'm asking one more question, that like not.
Yeah, we are not like we won't be writing the code. I don't think we'll be ever writing the code. But if you can give us some examples, like
Okay,
how do you actually write it, or how do you enhance the standard?
okay,
So
okay.
that'll be
So
really helpful to
I was
understand
telling you.
how are we building a program. Akash, you can jump in like if you have any other thoughts.
No,
Yeah.
that's true, Salil. It's more of a reading of a code, but just to understand, like, if you can share some examples as we go along the subject, right? That how to read a code and what you have written and how we are reading it out, right? So that will be
Yeah.
more helpful, I would say.
Yeah, that you will know. That will you know more than what you are expecting. Okay. Not that okay, you will knowing that okay, how to write the even I feel that you can suggest your developer how to write the code also. If you knowing your functional logic well, you can after this course you can even tell how to write the code to them. Even you can check your developer code what he is written. Okay. Because
Okay, okay.
because in EWM there is some different coding. If you go to if you see the norm, because anyway you are coming from background, so I know that you are touched so many ABAP code and all in past. But here if you see that EWM there is some different concept and all is there, that I will tell you, because generally this will not tell by cover by any courses and all, because there will, no one will teaching that when they are functional that, but I will tell you how to, so there is some execute query method. If you see that about EWM query, you will see that most of the things that execute query, they will use query method. And what this query method is related, that for every query method, so suppose if my query method is related to delivery, so this query method itself have all the attributes of the delivery. Okay, so it is not normal with of the ABAP coding that which we are seeing in the and other space. So what will happen when you writing this query method for delivery, you will get all the attributes. So what will happen? You no need to write n number of the code to get the delivery number. Okay, suppose if I want to get delivery information, how we will write generally as a wrapper, we will go select query, we will go to particular table, read all the information, and then we will process the record, correct?
Right.
Yeah, but here no need to do all these things. If you just put that class related to delivery and just you use the execute query, you have all the information, so you no need to write that n number of code to get the deliveries. So when you're reading the code or when you're writing the code or when you're seeing the technical that okay how he's writing that, you can ask him that okay why you are putting so many query on your table. Just try to use execute query method and you will get all the information.
Right.
Okay. Coming to PPF coding, like suppose if you go to RF coding, okay, let's say let's go to RF. So if you go to RF, there is already standard code are there. If you know that, okay, standard
Right.
codes are there. Sorry. Okay. So already standard code are there, which will help us to reduce the code. Okay. So if you're knowing that code, okay, what are the like suppose if I'm running in the if my configuration in SPRO, whether my RF will run in foreground, background, or when user will decide. Okay, so that type of information if is there, I can write my code more easily or more. I can go and read the code very easily that okay whether user how what my technical person has done it, so I can go and check it.
Right.
Okay, so these things are there to understand. So what I will s- like suggest you that okay this information is more enough for you to understand the ABAP coding. Okay, and EWM coding. So if you are knowing that, I am well sure that after that you will be able to even understand the ABAP coding, yeah, and even you are able to understand the EWM coding and all, and you can debug, you can suggest, okay, you can find the solutions, okay, how to do that. So yeah, so
Right.
Yeah,
that's
Salil. Yeah, yeah, that's the intent, Salil. That's what we want to do. Like, I mean, what we are aiming for is what you said, right? Yeah.
yeah, because I don't feel that okay I will go and okay I need to explain okay what is inbound, what is outbound, okay what is warehouse task, okay
No, no,
more
no.
what is, yeah, what is warehouse task. I don't feel these things are required for you. Okay, so So what we will do, we'll start from ABAP dictionary. Okay, we will try to know, okay, how we can see. Suppose sometime when you are asking your suppose in my uh, RF, I need to do some custom validation, put the custom validation, and there is some validation in my table level. Okay, so how to create the table, what minimum criteria we can use it, what is data element we can use it, because definitely they will ask, technical person will ask you, okay, when you are designing the table, okay, what is your data type, how much length you are putting on that, okay, so give me that length, because they will not decide until unless you will not tell, okay, what the data type is, okay, defined. Anyway, if you go to that, you have already a CWM. If you go, if you want to do that, okay, bin or whatever things you have in this package already, data type and all fields are available, we can go and check it. But
That is
if
on
you are
the
knowing,
standard table. Yeah, true.
yeah, so but so when we are referring this, okay, we can do that, okay, okay, tell that, okay, this is data element, you can refer for that. So we will knowing that, okay, how to create the database. Then coming to internal table, because you should know that, okay, when we are writing the code, because sometimes what is happening, technical will stuck, they don't know, okay, how to create a logic for certain scenario. Then in this case, what even how I am working, that we sit with functional, we show them, okay, we are getting these value, okay, how to manage this, how to come up the solution for this. So if you are knowing that, okay, what the how the technical person is getting the data. So suppose, let's assume I was doing for bin sorting. So when my bin sorting is coming, I have all the all the record which have like how like warehouse task, warehouse number, all the bin information, okay, all the things I have in my internal table. So how I can manipulate that my internal table, that my required result will come out. So these information we can get it from these things, and there is some ABAP basic which will help you to understand, okay, basic concept of ABAP, and then we can slowly move for EWM and okay, debugging, EWM object, PVF, RF. Apart from this, other couple of other things also are there. Due to I was busy yesterday, I was not able to add it over there, but I will add it for a few more things that which might can help you on that, which I learned from my EWM ABAP experience. So I will add it that information also. Are you people are working on transport management side also?
No, not really.
No, I'm not. Yeah, even me, I'm not working on DM.
Okay, okay. Then it's fine, because little bit now we are seeing that EWM is related to TM also. So there is a couple of TM related concept also, people are using that. So that's fine if you are not using that. That no need to worry about. Yeah.
And
So that,
Salil, what do you think that what should be the time frame to go through all this, like the points that you have jotted down, or any other few points that you want to include? So,
yeah,
what can be the
that
time frame like?
see is max. It will take 45 days for you people to cover up this all these details.
Okay,
Is it, because that's the reason I asked that, because time frame is also very important, because if you
very true.
because you can use it, and that information which we learn first day itself, you can use in your like current project.
Very true, because we are already in the space, right? So,
Yeah,
whatever
that's the
we are
reason.
learning, we can use as we go along, right?
Yeah, so you no need to be okay, and you will use to that. See, I was saying no trainer can teach you everything. Okay, until unless
Right.
you will not practice. We will just what I can do it. I will share my experience, which I learned as a BAP or EW experience, that I can share with you. Now next up to you, that how you can enhance your skill with your with my just guidance and suggestions.
True. Yeah.
So that's it from my side for today. On like if side, do we have, I will get server access and all, then I will get something for them. So
Yeah, I will set up. I will set up. Yeah.
So Salil, what will be the like schedule, you want to do it on the I am comfortable like doing it on the weekdays. Akash, how about you? We discussed like from Monday
Yeah,
to
same
Thursday,
for me. Weekdays should be fine.
Monday to Thursday,
Monday to
not
Thursday, at least 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evening time, I'm not be available for that. Sorry, like you people are based on which where?
EST time zone.
Okay, EST
EST
time zone.
means yeah.
Uh, for me, I'm completely in. Is it possible for that you people to manage like morning hour for you? Like not for you, this is a morning because for us in IST time, because I for my project where I was totally engaged with evening time zone, and I am the PAP lead over there, so I have a lot of work and a lot of call over there. So
So morning, what time would be okay for you?
that's your comfortable zone. I'm fine with them because morning till 10 o'clock I will be available.
Okay, so that we can discuss. Me and Akhil and Sai, we can reach out to you, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll
To,
communicate with you guys offline, and I'll get the schedule. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry because
No worries, no
in the,
worries. Yeah, totally
yeah,
fine.
because in the weekdays
Um,
I don't have time for evening time zone because
no, no, totally
I'm for
understandable. Everybody has to work as well, right?
yes, yeah,
So, no,
that's
no,
the
that's
reason.
totally fine, Sunil.
Are you guys actually okay with it? I mean, in your evening hours?
Yeah, I think we should be okay. But let's
Okay.
discuss after this
Yeah,
call,
yeah. We'll
okay?
discuss. Yeah, yeah. We
And
can discuss.
we can make a decision then.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Sounds good then. Yeah, we can end the session and thanks for the nice overview, Salil. And I think you